Today's sports coverage of the NFL brings us to one of our favorite spots, venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Green Bay Packers and the Chicago Bears. It's a rivalry that dates back to 1921. The Packers and Bears are underway from Chicago. Fielded just outside the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
They'll run with a big back, A.J. Dillon. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 29-yard line.
First opened way back in 1924, but renovated in 2002. There's a look inside Venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Green Bay Packers and the Chicago Bears. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
20-yard line.
Now Rodgers on the bootleg. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backs out of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
A.J. Dillon.
The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field, the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative there as well. Run it inside, run it outside, keep the defense off balance.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. Rodgers going to give this one to Dillon. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Dillon now on 1st and 10. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. And incomplete. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
It's 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
And the incomplete pass on 2nd down. Now they need a big play here. 3rd and 10. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
It's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And this will be up to the ruling of the side judge here. He says it crossed out of bounds at the 16-yard line. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll run for the first time with Tariq Cohen. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5.
Now a whistle, and I think a penalty here for a delay. No, they're going to say timeout. They did get the timeout in time. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 1st quarter.
Here we go. 180. Check. 1, 2, Wait. See us right here. We got to step it up.
This is Cohen. They find some open field here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
And that's how you pick up a 1st down. Those shoulders went from parallel to square, and then he brought force with him to finish that run. Oh, that's impressive.
And we saw a lot of that a week ago when he got the NFC Offensive Player of the Week award. On 1st down, they go right back to Cohen. And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
10 at the 45-yard line.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down.
Double up. He's coming, double up.
First carry now for David Montgomery. And a pretty big hole as he's down to about the 40. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Now they'll throw with Garoppolo. The screen pass here to Cohen. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Of course, he's coming off that NFC Offensive Player of the Week performance. 2 scores in that game a week ago.
And how did he get them? Speed is one thing, but how about the niftiness in his route running, able to cross people up in the secondary and make sure that they can't quite get to him before the ball arrives. He's something after the catch as well.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Garoppolo now. Open man is Kmet, the tight end. And he'll work it inside the 30 to the 29-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
2nd and 6 at the Packers' 29-yard line.
Here we go. Ready? 21. 52. Bring.
Now Garoppolo. That's caught by the UCLA product. It's Caleb Wilson. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down.
Mike 42. Mike 42. Hey, alert! Alert! Alert!
First down, a run with Cohen. He'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19. Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense that next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Garoppolo. He's going to take off with it. And I think the ball's out, and the Packers pick it up. You think about it, Charles, this is not a quarterback that's used to running the football a lot, and that time he was loose with it, had it knocked free.
He always has to think to himself that there's always going to be traffic around because of what you just said. Not that elusive, not going to get to the open field very often. Remember, he's not Lamar Jackson, not Michael Vick back in the day. Always has to protect the football because there's always going to be people around.
The drive starts with a carry by Dillon. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Well, you often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Throwing is Rodgers. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. And that'll be complete to Dillon. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Over the middle, complete. It's long. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 31-yard line. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
Packers.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
No score.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll run on first down. Long. In on the stop, the former Georgia Bulldog, Roquan Smith.
That's a really good gain right there. They pick up 5 yards halfway to a first down. The only problem now in the huddle, everyone's going to want to touch the football. Be a lot of chattering now because they've seen that they can move the line of scrimmage.
2nd and 5 now. Rodgers rolling to his right. And now he's going to use his legs. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. They'll try and run for the first with Dillon. And he will have a first down at about the 21-yard line.
Tackle made.
It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll result in a fresh set of downs.
Down, Green Bay.
And the coach has decided to throw the red flag. He will challenge this play. Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player. You threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
On 2nd and 9, Rodgers. This will be caught inside the 10. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. Rodgers finding Adams for a Packer first. So 1st and goal from the 9-yard line. Off the bootleg, Rodgers. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. Not much there, only a yard.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. 2nd and goal. On 2nd and goal, here's the option. Here's Rodgers throwing quickly to the flat. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 3rd and goal. Rodgers again now. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
They dialed up the screen pass on 3rd down, and for a second it looked like it was all going to come together, and they had a chance to pick up a first down, but the defense got there and finished it off.
And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And the Packers are off to a 3-0 lead. So they get 3, certainly hoping for 6 after a 13-play drive.
So you console yourself on defense by saying you did your job, right? If they go 13 plays, you only give up a field goal, you did a nice job there. But here's the other part. 13 plays, you don't force any mistakes, you don't take the ball away. Maybe that's the way they should look at it.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now Cohen. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on second.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Garoppolo looks to throw.
He'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. And he will have the Bears first down, although it doesn't appear to be by much. He needed 4, and he got 4 on third down.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. A shotgun snap for Garoppolo.
A throw left side taken in by Kmet.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. He got 29 yards that time. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another first and 10. On first down, it's Cohen. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off down at the 10. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, there definitely was some juice on that pass. And while tight ends don't always have the same reputation for hands as wide receivers do, in this case, that ball was expected to be caught.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
They'll run on first down. Long. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
30-yard line.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
From the 30 on second down, Rodgers is going to find his running back. It's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL.
They'll get this into the hands of Dillon, complete.
2 yards and able to get the first down in the process.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Rodgers going to throw.
They'll set up a screen for Dillon.
And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4.
Brandon, how about that reaction there from a defensive end? Able to recognize the screen pass trying to happen, broke off his pass rush, and then get back to tackle the running back. That's a very athletic and intelligent play. Reminds me of you working out and seeing that the treadmill's open and getting there before anyone else.
See, I know you're just patronizing me right now. Everybody knows at home that that is nothing but a shot at me, and I'll take it, absorb it, and we'll move on.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And Adams has it complete. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. And they'll try the jet sweep here. And he'll get inside the 40 to maybe the 38-yard line. Obi Melifonwu with the tackle. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. Second down and 8. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Making the catch is Sternberger. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
That's out to the left and complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. It's a gain of 16 and a 1st down for the green and gold. That time the conversion comes courtesy of the RPO.
And know what it did? It moved the sticks. Nice pickup on 3rd down. Even better decision.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. They'll roll him out right. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll make it 2nd down. Rodgers to throw once more. And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
It's 3rd down and 4 yards to go.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. And again, it's Rodgers. And he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line.
A loss of 4 yards. And it's 4th down.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And Crosby puts it through, and they're able to double their lead just before half. It's 6-0. So a couple of field goals, that's all we've been able to muster through 2 quarters of play. 6-0 is our count at the break. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half.
This taken in about 4 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now. Hotly contested in the third quarter.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves them with 2 to go on second down.
It's a gain of 8.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Again, it's Cohen. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Sometimes being a linebacker in the middle of the field is kind of like being a doctor on the field. You got to make the right diagnosis. Here he correctly senses run and shoots through to make the play in the backfield.
The Packers bringing in an extra member of the secondary here to try for the third down stop. From the gun, it's Garoppolo. Going deep this time for Miller. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
But the passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return, and it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
Now, how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45.
Out of bounds at his own 48-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Six yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. To throw is Rodgers. He's going to sling this deep downfield. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And a terrific return as he'll take it up past the 35. So cancel the interception, pass interference.
And you know what else gets canceled? The return yardage. Makes the play, but now it's all for naught.
A kicker fest so far, all points via field goals. They're hoping to change that right here.
from the shotgun now. Here's an inside give.
And the Packers are going to have a 1st and goal forthcoming as he takes this down to about the 5-yard line.
So that run gets him about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
On 2nd down, Dillon.
Not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. They struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
3rd and goal now, mere inches from pay dirt.
They'll try and pound it in with Dillon. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A.J. Dillon, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And his guys capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. So now Rodgers will lead the Packers up to go for 2. Working from the gun, Rodgers. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. So tried to throw it in for 2 points, but the D got home, brought him down.
Yeah, got home, which means there had to be good coverage. Just had nowhere to go with the ball. Typically, you try and throw quick hitters, quick slants, maybe even a quick fade. Nothing was open. He ends up getting sacked.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And, Charles, they're certainly still right in this game, but they need that offense to wake up and in a hurry.
Yeah, I like the way you put it. They certainly did seem to sleepwalk a bit in the first half. Now that their defense has done its job, it's their turn now to go out and try and get some points.
Snap comes at 1. Garoppolo. It's hauled in by Wilson, 6'4" tight end. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
12, fellas, here we go.
On 1st down, Garoppolo. It's caught on the right side by Robinson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a pickup of 10 and a Bears 1st down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Garoppolo now, 1st down throw. And nearly picked off there, almost intercepted. Instead, 2nd down.
He's had trouble finding open receivers all game, CD, and that's because really there hasn't been many. This defense has been all over him.
Yeah, they're one of the better defenses in the league, and every time I talk to someone around the NFL, they all say the exact same thing. They're so fundamentally sound, it's hard to execute against them.
They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game, that'll make the guys carrying the ball very, very happy.
21, here we go.
Now Garoppolo. They're able to locate Wilson. And he will have the Bears 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. A Chicago 1st down there on a gain of 11.
The 34-yard line.
Here we go. 2.
On 1st down, Cohen. And they're going to stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
Now a throw here to his running back. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24.
Oh, I came to my feet on that one. I thought he was getting close to breaking that one big, but in the end, give some credit to the defense, finding a way to get to him and forcing a third down.
21.
They'll try to run for it with Cohen. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it'll give them a fresh set of downs.
22-yard line.
Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. They run. This is Cohen. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19.
The 19-yard line.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On 2nd and 7, Garoppolo. This one caught by Davis. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Garoppolo looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Allen Robinson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bears have cut it to within a score.
When you're a great route runner, it makes you that much better as a receiver because now your quarterback trusts that you're going to be where he expects, and he's able to deliver the ball on time.
Point after, right down the middle. And this is back to a 5-point game.
Eddie Pinheiro, the kickoff for Chicago.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. And this carries into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. They'll run now with Dillon. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Throwing now is Rodgers.
And that'll be complete to Dillon.
7 yards on the play, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
It's a gain of 7.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Packers on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. Here's a quick throw out left. It's complete. And he is going to have a Packers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
play.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on third down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. Rodgers now on first down. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. So it goes as a completed pass, but they lose a full 5 yards. So they had the big loss on that first down pass play and facing a 2nd and long. Rodgers again now. Pass hauled in by the 6'4" tight end Sternberger. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
It certainly feels like there are more stars at the tight end position than there were even 10 years ago. And I think it's become more of a glamour position because of the ways it can hurt a defense, and guys want to be involved. They can be in line, close to the line of scrimmage. They can split out like receivers. But hands, route running, speed, and some toughness to go across the middle, you put it all together, you got a heck of a tight end candidate.
The Packers on 3rd down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This is 3rd and 4. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off near the 44. A critical error there in a tight game of the 4th.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the 4th quarter. Turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the 4th quarter with a lead, no matter what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back, and he'll get it down here to the 43.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
And he's got this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Packers' 37. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Hey, tighten down. There you go. Slam. 13.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. And this will be caught by Mooney. That catch good for only a couple. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
I got you. Hey, alert. Push him back.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Garoppolo. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
It's been clear in this matchup which side has been the more physical one. It's been this defense. And here's another example on that last play.
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first.
21.
Now with shotgun handoff to Cohen. And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up incomplete. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Packers D comes up with a big stop. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
This now a chance at the very least to burn some clock following that fourth down stop. Points would be ideal, as they certainly wouldn't mind some breathing room.
He'll get about 4 as he's past the 35 to the 38-yard line. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. On play action, now Rodgers. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack. Tanner Muse. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him.
Third and 13.
Rodgers now, after the sack, he'll lead the pack up on 3rd and long. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And they get this all the way inside Chicago's 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And now whistles here and a flag down. Looked like someone got going a little early. The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
And they'll try again here, 1st and goal after the false start. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be 2nd and goal. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is, first guy there, hold him up. 2nd, 3rd guy in, rake it the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line. Again, it'll be Dillon. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. Only a couple yards there, and that's going to set up a long 3rd and goal.
Oh, Brandon, I'm going to tell you, this is football time to me. They're inside the 10-yard line. That's like drawing the line in the sand. Who's going to make the stand here? Defensive guys, they know if he gets in the end zone, this ball game is over. And the guys with the football right now, they're thinking, let's just pound it in there.
Got to hold them to 3 to keep this a one-score game. The ball mere inches from the white line on 3rd and goal. He didn't seem in a rush. I guess they just didn't know where the play clock was.
I think you're right about that because there was no hurried movements there, right? No up-tempo at all. Clock just ran out. I think he was as surprised as maybe his bench was.
How crucial will those 5 yards be? We'll see as they come up again here, 3rd and goal. To throw, it's Rodgers. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. The kick by Crosby is good. And that now makes this a 15-7 game. From a defensive perspective, though, I think maybe they're saying, hey, we did what we needed to do, kept this a one-score game.
Yeah, without a doubt, because they were able to bleed some time off the clock, right? Put themselves in a good position, but it's not out of reach yet, okay? Being able to hold them to a field goal means that they do have a chance to come back and win this game.
And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
At their own 17-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on fourth, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on fourth down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride, the offense, this go-around. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Back to throw. The screen pass here to Cohen. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. An incompletion, now a short pickup. That's not going to do it.
Yeah, you got to get to the line of scrimmage quickly, get set up, and aim downfield.
He'll look to throw. He'll get this one complete to Davis. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A first down and then some. Give him 29 yards.
I know it was a completion, but probably not the best decision to throw the ball to the middle of the field here. No timeouts. Give a ton of credit to making the catch and finding a way to get to the sideline and get out of bounds.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on 2nd and less than a yard. Out of the gun, running with Cohen. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Boy, missed tackles. That could be their downfall, Charles.
Yeah, they actually let him out of bounds there. Instead of the clock continuing to run, they let him out, and it turned into another timeout for him. Not good at all.
21. Mike 42. Mike 42. Check. Mike 42.
Now Garoppolo. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one, because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
Line of scrimmage, the 31, as they line up 2nd and 10. To throw is Garoppolo. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Inside the red zone, it's Garoppolo. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Garoppolo to throw. That's complete to Mooney. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Now the Bears will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
1st and goal at the 7-yard line.
1st and goal, a touchdown and a 2-point conversion here are musts. He's back to throw. And it's caught. And the Bears are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll run for it with Tariq Cohen. And he's across for the touchdown, and it's likely the game winner here in the closing stages.
So they got the touchdown they needed to cut this to 2, but now they've got to get back to the huddle. No celebration time. Got to figure out what they're going to do on the 2-point conversion.
The late touchdown was only half the battle. Now they need the 2-point conversion to tie the ball game. They'll look to throw, and it's caught. And with it, we are tied here in the 4th.
Eddie Pinheiro, the kickoff for Chicago.
So here comes the kickoff now, all even here in this 4th quarter. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have a little bit of time here to get to field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. Rodgers to throw. He's going to try and go deep again. And this is going to be intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. And what an effort on the final play of regulation. All zeros on the clock, and we are headed to OT. And here in overtime, if the team that receives the ball scores a touchdown, it's over. If they don't, we can still have some more football.
That's exactly right. If they go down and kick a field goal, the other team gets a possession to either match it or score a touchdown to win the ball game. If both teams kick field goals, the next team to score wins. But if the receiving team throws a pick six or fumbles the ball and it gets picked up by the defense and they score, the game is over at that point.
So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21.
22-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
Yeah, as we said, they control their own destiny now. On 2nd down now. Dillon, and he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Rodgers on the bootleg. Oh, there's that man again. It's complete.
And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down.
That catch good for only a couple. A little dinking and dunking that they're doing. At some point, is it appropriate to maybe take a shot?
It is if you feel good about it. But otherwise, you do what a coach told me a long time ago. Take what they give you, but make them tackle. In other words, get it to one of your guys in space. If he makes someone miss, that could turn into the big play you're looking for.
Now he dumps this off over the middle, and he'll be brought down right around the 37.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now with just 1 second showing on the play clock, we're going to get a timeout. They'll be down to just 1 remaining as we step aside here in overtime. Opening drive of overtime, and now facing a 3rd down and 6. Big play coming up. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He's got the tight end, Sternberger. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down.
And a Packer first down.
Rodgers throwing quickly out to Adams. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. 10 more there and another first down. Charles, you get into these overtime situations, that's not a bad guy to dial into.
Well, when you have to have plays, especially in a spot as you just described, we're in OT, you've got to go to the guys you can trust and you know are going to make the plays. Well, they say it's not the X's and the O's, it's the Jimmys and the Joes.
They'll run on first down. Dillon, he'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Play clock down to 2, and we get a signal and a timeout. It'll be their 2nd and final timeout, remember, here in overtime. We'll be back. From the 39, Rodgers.
And that'll be complete to Dillon.
Give him 7 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw and a good one. And they're going with
some extra beef up front. They've got to have this one in overtime. It's 3rd and 1. Here's Dillon. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. They'll be left with just one remaining here at OT. So a big move here, playing to win in overtime. They're going to go for it on 4th down. Oh, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Jalen Johnson.
The 30, 20, 10, and they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. Still catching our breaths from that electric finish. You get in overtime, that's one thing. It was a great 4 quarters. But then in OT, not only to win it, but to win it on a defensive score. Wow.
Oh, definitely. And I think from now on, we're going to definitely travel someone who can help us, because I thought I was going to pass out at the end. Not just getting to the overtime, but the plays in overtime that led to this one, and to finish it on a defensive touchdown, a takeaway that gets into the end zone. I'm not rooting for anyone, but boy, I love to see games finish that way.
So for Chicago, their good start continues as they get their record up to 4-2. And they'll get to stay home again next week as the Seattle Seahawks come to town. Meanwhile, for the Packers, the loss will drop them to 4-2 on the year. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel up to Detroit to take on the Lions. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.